everyone, Lumen here. It is Thursday. Skipped today because I had a lot of stuff going on yesterday. Have an Ethernet cable now, so I got my internet speeds up to very nice levels. Thanks for the host, William. I saw that you made the comeback, so congrats on that win. That's really impressive. Playing this game against Field Watchman, Mercator, and Kulala, EIK, GWM France, G4, G5, G6, G7. And looking at a very strong pack. Hello, Marushka. Pre-rolls, yeah, I mean, you got them too, buddy. You got them too. Forgot what I was going to say. But I think I'm taking Rule Breaker here. Yeah, so, I mean, I score 6 and 7 off of Rule Breaker fairly regularly. It's kind of disgusting. Let's see. There's plenty of good stuff here. Yeah, I agree. Pre-rolls, a necessary evil in these times. Uh, so it. So I was just saying a couple of seconds ago that I think Grocer's value really goes down with G6, G7, because G6, G7 are Uve style decks or Uve classification decks. So they. No, dude, Rule Breaker, no trap. I score 6 and 7 on it regularly. It's disgusting. I think it could be banned, honestly. So I'll take Rule Breaker. I'll show you guys how it's done. And then two of these 5, 3 of these 6 will wheel. So, well, no, it helps you find your ceiling in a higher way. Like, a lot of really good winning farms don't go Lord of the Manor style, right? You get, like, fencing 12 to get 2 pastures. You can build a great farm on that. Team Brangelina, yeah, just need a Brad Pitt card. Is one of these Brad Pitt and I don't know it because I don't know movies? Oh gosh, there was a puppeteer in the last pack and here's a bard. What is this? Next time you build fences, take a veg and a food, take a food and a grain after that. That sounds like it could be fun with Rule Breaker. This is an interesting mechanic. I'm doing well today. Thanks for asking. Yesterday was a little tough, but glad it's over. Experienced farmer can be good if you know you're going to be winning the plow race, but I don't feel confident about that in this kind of game. With G5, G6, G7. There's G4, G5 make plowing, I think, too easy, and G6, G7 are the Uve style, so it throws a bunch of resources in the game, not throwing as many points in the game, and throws a bunch of crops in. So that's how I consider my drafting based on what decks I'm playing with. Like, you just randomly, just because of the deck structure, I'm not like blaming the card creators in any way. I think the card creation is fine, but like, why is like a food and a crop when you do something always? It's always in these decks. Connection quality. Oh, connection quality. Let me tell you. Now, so I was fighting like occasional periods of like half a megabit down and whatever. But now with an Ethernet cable, I don't have to rely on this 2.5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. This is the good stuff here, and my upload's like 15, or it's between 10 and 20 usually, from what I've seen. But anyway, it's like well enough to run HD stream. Anyway, I'm taking Acrobat's dead because of Puppeteer. Exactly. I'll take this. I don't really expect to use... Oh, and a Magician. So Magician is possibly unplayable this game. Because of Puppeteer and Bard hanging out. Stone Baron's interesting to note. So I think I take Resource Lender here. So based on my opinion of crops, I'm gonna value gardening enthusiast a little less. Normally, it's above average by a bit, in my estimation. So resource lender will give me something, a game style I really like to play, where I have heavy restrictions on my moves. Likewise, Renaissance Man is a mini game. I Yeah, I could be blocking. I mean, but Puppeteer was like the fifth or sixth or seventh best card in my opening pack, so I think I can just block Puppeteer with that pick if I really feel the need to. But that is something worth thinking about. I think it's good to think about that interaction. So this is a really good pack. It's really sad to see one of my favorite clown picks, the Renaissance Man, and Overachiever, which is just a great card, and Wood Collector, which is just a great card, and Plowmaker, Renaissance Man, Grocer. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo. Yeah. Yikes. I've been hitting Renaissance Man the last couple times with the minor market where you pay 2 wood, 2 clay for grain, veg, food. That one works well with Renaissance Man also. So I don't think I can take Renaissance Man just because Wood Collector and Overachiever are just so strong. Plowmaker I'm not really going to need because ideally I plow 4 fields. Like there are lots of ways I can arrange my farm to hit Rule Breaker, and I've been nerdy enough to think about them. I think I take Overachiever just because Resource Lender will give me a bunch of resources mid game instead of early, including like stone. So, yep, and indeed. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Resource Collector. This thing's good too. It feels kind of unnecessary with Lender though. Prudent Merchant is interesting. Yeah, I could net a stone and the well if I play Prudent Merchant right before overachieving the well. But yeah, Puppeteer with the 3 other traveling players cards seen, I just want to make sure that I have it in hand. Yeah, Resource Collector just unnecessary with Lender, and then Prudent is fun, but I don't really see it happening. Resource Lender is enough of a restriction in my hand, timing restriction of things, because there's a very specific way I play Resource Lender. And if I get a knock round 1, I'll show you guys. But otherwise, I might keep quiet about my own strategy. Yeah, my belief is that there's one good way to play Resource Lender, and then every other way to play it is bad. But, what do I know? Acrobat and Bard. Uh, yeah. One read, still not a good action in my book. I could take Acrobat here. Oh, thanks, Enwall. Uh, and Marushka's Rent Keeper strategy is GG. I'll just. I'm not going to take Bard. Walrus Hunter could save me sometime, and yeah, I don't need to take Acrobat. Someone took Magician. That's fun. Foreman. I'm not going to be able to ping Entrepreneur ever because Resource Lender is going to be giving me everything every round in an ideal situation, so I'll just take the Foreman. Nothing specifically good there. Hey, hey. I don't see how I don't take this. Uh, Planner box is amazing. Yeah, I mean, I like playing G deck. I'd have my collection take out a third of the G deck. Yeah, there was like resource collector, and there are some other cards earlier. Bard is G deck. Someone commented the other day, William, that my G collection is the exact same size as your G collection. So like, there's the tiniest chance that it's exactly the same. Rule breaker on 3 house is fine. Rule breaker on 4 room house is fine. Self pasture could be fun with house goat fence. A big thing first. Crop farmer. There's a line that works there. Muddy land is okay. Stone card is probably just too late with overachiever and prudent merchant and lender in the game. Private forest is good, but not great. And I want to be taking resources with my actions. So late miners are better. Like treehouse fits really nicely, like really, really nicely with my hand, but I can't pass the goat. Oh, thanks, Enwell. I'm glad you like it. This pack is so good. What? Tunnel's the worst card here, and it's a stone for a point, and lets you lasso, like stone lasso. Jesus. Okay, so Cherry Orchard doesn't do enough, which is sad. I really like Cherry Orchard. I think it's undervalued. Boarding school's just the best here. Oh my god, didn't wasn't William stream talking about this as like a joke, but I actually don't know. Uh, so the way I read it, because you get to play your improvement on boarding school, overachiever will hit before the third person comes in. I have both of G. So if I'm doing something like a Kimball ban list, I use Lumen G bad, and then if you want to include it in a whitelist, use Lumen G limited. Tide Mill's probably not the play. I could probably get 2 of these. Boarding school is probably the play. Boarding school is just really great. I mean, 5 rings. You can just look at the miners, like see how many of them cost stone. It's really sad to pass 5 rings, but with lender, I'm not gonna have early stone. I'm not gonna want to play a miner early. Yeah, I figured you were teasing. Baking field is good. Huntsman's rifle with Walrus Hunter. Look at that. Walrus Hunter is actually more combo friendly than you often realize. Like, prenatal visit, I don't even know that card. Sorry. Cowshed is fun, but probably not usable. Extra effort. Extra effort is one of those cards you kind of have to keep in mind for the first cheap grab. Along with like the Fransox that let you have capacity, like Turkey Breeder, Reformer. You also need to take into account the WM stuff, Hunter, Bonfire, Pig Wallow, and then there's this from G Deck, Extra Effort. All these ways to play first Fireplace or take first Sheep without first Fireplace. It's a 2-Ock Miner, do a family group. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't even want to read about that interaction. I'd rather not save myself the headache. So do I take Huntsman's Rifle here? I mean, thematically, I have to take it. Look at Walrus Hunter's picture. Look at Huntsman's Rifle's picture. Lamp oil is good, but I don't plan on having animals. And then baking field, not really seeing a great grain source for now. Wild game. Now that's a good card for me. It's like better than Huntsman's Rifle. Birthstone could be good this game with all the stone hanging around. Oak Cask is always decent. I don't think I like Tandem Plow very much, and I'm not really trying to plow a ton. Food Storehouse, generically good. So it's food storehouse or wild game. Wild game seems a little unnecessary. I could have all the clay for food storehouse from the lender. Alright, let's read it. Add 3 to the current round and place 1 person from the supply. Okay, and I mean, in an AG2 reading of these cards, they don't combo because like family growth action means something very specific in AG2. Trying to read the CAC very quickly. It's not family growth. Yeah, this is. I don't know how Planter Box got passed around. I'm gonna take Planter Box. Uh, yeah. So this talks about an action space basically. Planter Box is so good. How did it come to me 5th? I don't think my Miners pack was that good. This pack was so good that 5 rings is a 6th pick or 7th pick or thrown away. I don't think Grain Shrine is gonna work for me. And Tide Mill's not gonna work for me. And Cherry Orchard or 5 rings. 5 rings is the smart D draft because of how there were so many strong things. And this is just like a net vegetable and maybe 1 wood because of time value. Okay, so the plan. Resource lender, maybe puppeteer. I mean, we'll see if I play resource lender or not. Baking field, transaction, shepherd's pipe, no. Building resource I don't have in my supply, no. So baking field by default. Which isn't terrible. It gives me another place to sow grain if I only rule break for 4 fields. Yeah, boarding. I agree, Marushka. It's like on the edge of playable, like good enough to be playable if you don't get the peep without room. No grain help feels bad, man. Wait, what are you talking about, William? I'm just gonna fence 3 times and get 2 grain, a veg, and 3 food. I do think I like Crop Farmer as an idea, though. It was kind of like a combo style pick, just because the rest of that pack wasn't exciting. Oh yeah, you're right. I should fence 5 times. You're right. Okay, and going second. Fences come up first, so you know the options there. Uh, these are out of order. Yeah, I think one of the most interesting things to me about the stats that I just put up on growth order is that the second place player gets 4th place so much less. Like, I just think that's fascinating. So, getting last place here is ultra shame. Pixels up this window. There we go. I really, I really want to play a free Ock. And Kulala opens with Herdsman. Alright, I need to resize this. Okay, so... Oh, I want to play Resource Lender so bad. But Reedstone Food. Alright, screw it. We're doing a Resource Lender game. Let's go. Alright, so I have very strict rules on how to use Resource Lender. You are only allowed to play Resource Lender as your first action of the game. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you only take resources in the first 4 rounds after playing Resource Lender. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3, do not use it after round 5, unless it's Reedstone Food or a pile of clay with a late Reno strategy. Those are the 3 rules of Resource Lender. Do not break them. So we get Reedstone Food and 3 wood. I don't know how to organize this. Kulala Day Laborers, which means I get to do this. It's also nice with Puppeteer just to have a fishing boost, so I'm a tiny bit more incentivized. I haven't played much last 3, but assumed that a Freeok is too good for second player. I guess that's possible. So Field Watchman took the 2 clay, and Mercator just start played nothing instead of plowing a field. Makes sense. Oh, and he's got Rogue. And he went 4th in round 1. Bummer. I mean, I still think Reedstone can be a lot better than a Freeok. But, you know, that's personal opinion. Speaking of Reedstone, let's see. So I take the food now. I'll do Reedstone. Reformer for Kulala, nice with his herdsman. I guess I can leave this up. So it's got space for 3 sheep already. Mercator Rogues on Reedstone, sure. Field Watchman took 3 wood. Kulala's gonna go day laboring, and now I'm regretting lending 2 reed instead of 2 stone. But I should probably just take wood. No, because then Field Watchman. Time to start lending a bunch of stone on Reedstone Food. I just don't need this reed. Whatever. I better get Basket Maker's Workshop now. So I'm just taking the best value action on the board. I'm gonna probably just lend away for these 4 rounds. Not worrying about the spot in the family growth queue, especially because there's something like Rogue interfering with the normal family growth queue. Oak Cask on start player for Field Watchman, totally fine. Opening Reedstone Food, also fine. Guessing now that Field Watchman has the Grocer Renaissance combo, but just an early guess. If I don't take 3 wood here, I could play Puppeteer right now. But people seem okay on food. I think I'm just supposed to take wood. Kulalo playing Treehouse Builder. What is this? Oh. Clown Game. Was this in my opening pack? It might have been in my opening pack, and I just ignored it. Okay. One, two, three, 4. Second action is... Okay, and Field Watchman taking 3 food. Yeah, I guess I could have seen that coming with Grocer, but then he just takes Fishing, and I'm a bit hungry. Mercator, Reedstone food. Kulala probably 4 clay here. If he does, I could go 3 wood. Oh, start player. Start with a grotto. Nice. So Kulala's gonna stay in 2 rooms all game. I feel like there was a pastor in my opening pack. Yep, there definitely was. Thanks, Enwall. So if I don't take... What's he got here? I don't know, 4 food is just not a great action for Kulala, but I can just take the wood later. I'm not gonna... No, you know, I can take Reedstone. I'll just take Reedstone if the 4 food gets grabbed. Screw it. This could be bad, but I like 4 wood. So this is 4 food over Reedstone over 6 clay, and I don't need to consider the third option there. Okay, so I get Reedstone. Oh, no, I don't. I could get it on the rebound. That would be really nice. So this is the sad 1 action of my stage 1 that isn't lending. We're playing lender. But I'm getting it 6 times here, it looks like. It'd be pretty hard to not... okay, Field Watchman buys Fireplace. Makes sense. If he's going for groceries... So I would love Reedstone here, but Mercator probably just builds a room here. Oh, he does take Reedstone. It looks like he's thinking. The thing is with Rogue, he can take Reedstone at any time. I would really like to spam these miners out pretty quickly, but that goes against the number 1 rule of Rule Breaker. Or number 2 rule of Resource Lender. Wow, that's a misspeak. Of just take resources. So this should be 4 clay or 3 wood. And then I can play Ox starting next round, and it'll be fine. Day labor. Yeah, Grotto gotta eat. I'm not concerned about losing a goat food. A 5 food house goat's almost just as good as a... Yeah. Let's see. I better take 4 wood here. Looks like the clay is piling up pretty nicely, so I'm not going to concern myself with it as much. All right, so that is Resource Lender, and we say, thank you, Resource Lender, we're done with you. Except for those mid-game Reedstone foods. Field Watchman takes 2 root. So aside from the Rogue, I've done a good job getting rooms ahead of everyone else. Hello, Rilo. Welcome to Resource Lender. Mercator plays an Ock. Kinda weird he went Reedstone into Ock with Rogue, but I guess defending Reedstone against other people using it is a fine idea. House Steward. Alright, well, I'm glad I have wood coming in. Reno flips. Okay, Kulala takes Reedstone. Looks like he's just gonna Reno Hearth, second move. Bought a clay on Grotto. I don't really have to build a room with this move. Okay, so this is where it starts getting tricky. I could lend 4 wood here and get away with it, I think. And then... question mark. So this, like, barely breaks the resource lender rule, but... gosh, look at that. How beautiful is that? Yeah, I mean, resource lender is just play it and then keep taking good actions. I don't think it needs to be too complicated. I should consider start player just because I have so many... or I should play overachiever. Overachiever is going to help a lot. Mercrator can Reedstone into 2 rooms. Instead takes clay. I guess he only has 1 food. Five Rings, BMW, boarding school, house goat are all things I want to get out pretty soon. So it's a little unfortunate that I'm lending, but on the other hand, it's fortunate I'm lending. I don't really know. 2 on cask, right? Field Watchman. Yeah, I'll just play overachiever. No, JFG, 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 JFG. Alright, so... no. Here. So I'll square house. Oh, crap. Wait, no. Ah! Vertical is going to be fine. It's going to be really tough to get more than 2 fields of planar box anyway. Yeah, 4 fields there. 15 fences for 3 pastures there. Okay. No signal set there. Pay no attention to whatever I'm deciding to do right now. Kulala opens with start clay tablet. Alright. This is sad, but I need to play overachiever instead of building a room. Ner indeed, ner indeed. And I believe... so I have so many options. I probably 5 rings BMW and save boarding school for a start player action to get my 4th peep. And house goat then... oh, there's so much to do. Mercator gets the well. Yeah, building the room would be more ner. But this way I can feed, and I get value out of overachiever. Overachiever is something good enough to want value from. Oh, Turambar, you just wanted me to go crazy. Got it. You don't actually care about if I win or not. Got it. So Kulala takes a 5 food action basically, which is great for Grotto. So this one is Cinco Ringos into Basket Maker's Workshop. Basket Maker's Workshop is probably my favorite guild to have with Resource Lender, let alone just most times. So I just didn't think I could confidently feed without it, and if I build a room, I can't play Overachiever, and Overachiever is just pretty good. It gets you a major at a stone discount immediately, so it could have been good to play Food Storehouse. I think I had too many good early miners, just kind of how the game went. Kulala paying 2 clay for an Ock with Clay Tablet and gets Diplomat out. Very nice. Just in time to get 2 extra actions in round, or 2 unblockable actions in round 14. And then gets 6 wood, I guess. Kulala doesn't really know either, it looks like. Okay, so I get this 4 wood. Look at all the wood! And here there are decisions. Yeah, exactly, William. I can probably get boarding school done pretty easily. I mean, this 3 read is looking pretty good. So I think I want... I feel like I can let the read go a little longer. Mercator is struggling a little on food, so I'd better hit that now. And then my other 2 actions will be read stone food, lend stone stone read, or stone read stone. And then wood, hopefully. Field Watchman grows with a slapdash. This is a great card. Mercator fishes and then is going to grow. Day labor for Kulala. Wow. Have the world here. I should consider start player, because 6 wood is going to come. Okay, so start player food storehouse, but I'd have to pay wood, which feels bad. House goat? I think I just start house goat. And then take 4 wood off the 1 wood space if, oh, I guess Field Watchman's not going to let me, figure out what happens, but I guess start player for 5 wood, still pretty good. Field Watchman upgrades to a hearth, though. I played the house goat, and this is definitely a card to learn if you are not aware of it. I know some of you who are watching on YouTube or even Twitch are new to the game, so don't let this pass unless you have the best reason in the world. No Ox for Field Watchman yet. Oh gosh, what was there? I feel like there might have been an Alms Collector. Kulala can play Pastor at any time now. And Mercator plays Tunnel. So I think I just get greedy. And say, well, Field Watchman, if you don't take the 4-wood, you'll have a 5-wood move. And I'm going to eat my reed pretty aggressively here. Because the reed is pretty heavy this game, it looks like to me. And I should be able to get plenty of it to build rooms and stuff, so. Alright, well, Field Watchman didn't want a 5-wood action, apparently. That's fine. Alright, so I take these, and I take this, and this is definitely not a lend action. Reedstone food, you can lend it anytime, but every other resource you kind of want to stop in round 5 or 4. I will lend the 4 reed. I would not lend 4 clay. So I do want my actions to be reed followed by clay. I would lend 3 clay because the 4 clay is going to be the right number for rooms. The boarding school peep is coming in a little late here. But even if it's like round 13, that's going to be fine. Field Watchman took 3 sheep, so that's one reason why he didn't want 5 wood. He needed 3 sheep. Mercator deciding between stone and fireplace, it looks like. Oh, pottery. Oh, he's doing both with tunnel. Gotcha. And then it's going to grow. So the queue's going to be open next round, so I should just be able to build and grow then. Kulala grabbing the clay, making me a little sad. I'll take this and lend it. So many of you might be wondering why I didn't lend this 4-wood or this 5-wood grab, even though there are enough rounds. And I would just say to that even if I don't know if I'm going to be fencing multiple times, probably it's better to have this wood to fence when you need to, because there will probably be a point where just fencing, even if not fully, is going to be huge value to get breeding pairs. And there's the grocer for Field Watchman. Now finally sitting on 11 food. Taking the 4 food earlier when I did, maybe Field Watchman would have taken it. I might have been more aggressive on the food accumulation if I was him, but everyone has their own way of playing, so I definitely can't begrudge it. I would even suggest I could be wrong. Kulala needing to feed that clay tablet and Grotto. Oh, Grotto's open now. Okay, so here... Three wood. Nah, I'll just take Reedstone food again. And I do need a reed here, but probably not more than that. Because of feeding and a room. And if Field Watchman doesn't take 3 wood, I'll take 6. Build. and something. Plow, play Walrus Hunter. Oh, I need to start with boarding school, don't I? I should also consider, I guess, just buying joinery with uh, the Overachiever. Renaissance Man for Field Watchman. There it is. So, very clearly I don't lend here. Kulala playing Plowmaker. Nice. Got a lot of space to fill. Casual 25 wood. So this is enough for two rooms. I don't need two rooms. House Steward looks like it's going to be four. I would have a hard time believing I don't win House Steward with four unless there's like a Mason. Field Watchman's playing Magician. I think I have to play Puppeteer next move. I could do it the move before. Field Watchman's looking a bit hungry, but 4 food on Oak Cask in the Harvest is going to be fine. Mercator looking hungry too. I feel like it's me or Kulala in the best position right now. Mercator taking 1 boar. Wow. He went rogue, but had no feeding plan. Alright, so Kulala takes food, food, pig. Probably starts eating sheep. It has so much capacity. That's enough to breed 2 types. That's really nice. Okay, so I think I just go into room stables here. Room 3 stables? Yeah. Yeah, and I have a perfect amount of wood. Okay. So then my stables, my 4 fields are going to go here. I guess I really could have done a better job with aligning my farm for planter box, but whatever. I'm not going to have these last fields until really late anyway. I don't expect it to matter. Let's see. Stable there, and then this last one has to go here. It's going to look really funky. And then my 15 wood will fence 3 pastures, a 1x1, a 2x1, and a 2x2. Oh, Field Watchman taking start player. Oh, he's got Treehouse. Duh. That's a mistake. Just forgetting that. Oh well. I could take 4 clay. I could take 4 wood because of joinery. I would lend the 4 wood. Ooh. Yeah, and I would have to punish them for not taking 4 wood. But Mercator does. It's getting like real late to not take 4 wood. So I think I just take 4 clay. Kulala Haystack on growth. Nice. I missed Treehouse, but nothing's cool. Treehouse. from Field Watchman and Haystack from Kulala. So as mentioned for clay. So Field Watchman's growing next round. Oh, no. I do need 2 more wood because of boarding school and Huntsman's Rifle. I need 3 more wood. Crap. Mercator Family Growth Wild Game. That explains a lot. Right. So you grow with this, I assume. Oh, just play it on major and then that helps you feed. But this is not a food engine. It's looking a little sketchy over there. So what I should have done, question mark, is build a stable here. And, guess I just need to take more wood. Or, I just don't play boarding school. Oh, and I didn't even play Puppeteer. What am I doing? What am I doing? Failed Watchman grows with migrant workers. This is a really nice card. Yeah, so what am I doing? Also kind of funny, we had Treehouse Builder and Treehouse. Why did I not see this card? So I'm actually gonna have to race with Kulala for getting my 4th person back if I play boarding school. I think it's just a bad time to play boarding school because I messed up. That's pretty sad. I could take 3 wood here. I don't know what everyone else is doing for wood. I mean, it's possible I could win just by wood starving everyone. Boarding school's still going to be really nice for rule breaker. And then fence and start would be a nice sequence. It's probably just like Walrus Hunter coming in with Rule Breaker. So Field Watchman takes the food in the field. Mercator takes start player. Riding Plow. Alright, where's the wood coming from? So Mercator only has 1 Ock, potentially none that I didn't see. Which is good in case it was like Mason or something. What am I doing? This is a really nice round defense in with the 2-1-1 animal situation. I could even reno boarding school. mistakes all correctly guessing as a spectator. Let's see, Mercator fished. No, that was the first action, second action. So Field Watchman took the 2 sheep after I fenced. Kulala was reed stone food and then renovates with rope fences. Okay, but he needs the reed for that. Mercator probably wants fireplace here. I don't know what you're talking about, Rilo. I think this is. I think I'm doing good here. Okay. Veg probably, or just take fireplace. Nah. Let's get this veg out of the way. Why do I need civility? We ain't civil. That's rope fences. Yeah, and I can't believe how little people have been taking wood. Kulala keeping on running that occupation, that clay tablet occupations. Oh, and Mercator just gonna play, uh, take 3 stone? Plowing? I'm a little confused. Oh my gosh. Does that per field? Wow. And Kulala plays Stone Baron. And grabs the 3 reed, right? So now he can fence 11. I'm going to take the 2 cows. Oh, the stone plow was this round. I get it now. 2 cows. Start boarding school. And grow with rifle and or fake grow with rifle and joinery. No, I can't afford joinery. Stone oven. Could take stone oven for 3 stone. Or I could take fireplace for 1 clay and then just need another clay grab. 2 clay and need another clay grab. It doesn't really matter between those. Huntsman's rifle should be pretty good for me. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the last round I could board. So yeah, I did kind of need start player here to come around, but I guess other people were busy. And I could consider planter box over the rifle because of Plauso potentially coming. Yeah, that's probably the better move. Yeah, so that's a 3 wood grab. Mercator is already done because his 4 actions were done in 3 turns basically. Kulala fences. I don't take family growth. I put 3 markers there for my peep into ox. And I play planter box. And stone oven for 2 stone. Oh, wait, I need to grow next round. Even if Plauso comes out? Ooh. Uh, I hope this is growth without room, honestly. I think Field Watchman can... Yeah, oh, and I feed, read, go to F again. And I breed a cow. And happy birthday, Field Watchman. Yep. See. Alright, so I played Huntsman's Rifle and Planter Box. And I'm not sure I put up boarding school. I've been making sure I get all my miners down that I need to get down. Instead of growth without room, this goes 4 wood, 3 wood. Mercator, because he doesn't really need to take that space. There's all my stuff. Kulala takes it. Sure. I better get this plowed done, because these are coming out of style, going out of style, whatever you want to call it. I better get at least 2, right? Like, it would be really bad to not. Oh, I forgot to take my second miner. Uh, Forgot about my free major minor action. It probably doesn't matter, but I could take 8 clay here. 2 sheep, though. Everyone's renovating this round. I need to get this renovation done. Uh, Everything's worth points. Everything's worth so many points. Oh, you're right. I mean, it feels right to just lose it as a mistake. Like, just for the sake of takebacks. Oh, and I actually wasn't able to play Baking Field until I built Stone Oven, which is kind of funny. Kind of accidentally became legal, and I didn't really notice because I'm a good player. Mercator grabs the clay. He of the pottery. He of the pottery. I'm going last next round. Everyone needs to renovate. Field Watchman and Mercator gotta renovate. I do probably need one more food action, but Field Watchman's probably taken traveling here. Kulala took a veg, it looks like, and a grain besides growing. Yeah. So I should take 4 clay next round. Those rope fences set my basket maker's workshop back a little. I've been kind of really aggressive on this read. It should be fine. I don't know who would take the 3 read next round. It doesn't seem very useful for anyone. Mercator getting clay oven on a Reno. Seems good. It'll still have 1 grain to send back to the enthusiast at the end. I'm really hoping someone else takes start, but I don't know who would. Field Watchman getting a huge Plauso here. Renaissance Man's going to be 5 for him. That's nice. But I'm like out of miners to play, and I could take the 2 pigs ahead of anything else here. And then next round, both 1 pig or 2 sheep would be an extra rule breaker point. But 2 pigs or plow is the move. I assume Kulal is going to plow or start. Nothing else to do, really. I would really like to be using a Reno this turn and next turn. Mercator takes Reedstone. Fascinating. That's completely unexpected. What could that be? Alright, Kulala plowing makes things a little tough. I kind of have to take start now. Or else I'm in deep danger of losing approximately a zillion points. Two pigs, clay, and renovate is the perfect... No, oh, grain is also really nice. Two pigs, grain, reno, nothing. Ew. SP Nada played 3 times? That's a little much, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I got in the plows fast enough. Mercator taking 3 stone. Oh, he's just gonna hard build another stone room. And take House Steward. Got it. Comprendo. But I think my rule breaker is looking at 5 points-ish. Oh, stone extension. Whoa. Take stone and play stone extension. Nice. I might have seen that. I feel like the miners were especially distracting this game when trying to find something useful. So literally, Field Watchman is the only person who cares about the family growth without room spot, which is just ridiculous. Kulala, I don't see how they don't take 2 cows here. I take 2 pigs. Oh. Family growth, White Kingdom. Oh, the 4 sheep are there. How do you not take the 2 cows? What do you need that out for? I'm confused. I need 8 food. 2, 3, 6. Uh-oh. Field Watchman's probably just going to reno fence next round. Oh, growth because of the stone extension. Mercator gets the cows. Renovating to stone is 6 points for me because of Stone Baron. This is White Kingdom. It's a neat card design. If you have a bunch of sheep and a reed, you can get some bonus points. It's an AG2 card that triggers when you play occupations. It replaces. I'm not sure you need one for that video, honestly. Just kind of because Educator isn't that kind of Oc. Honestly, the best Oc playing cards in AG2 give you Ocs like as free actions, like Craft Teacher and oh yeah, and then the stuff that triggers when you play occupations. Well, there's like Bread Paddle. Kulala sows and takes a grain. Okay. It's okay. I didn't have time for that. Feed A plus R plus goat plus food. Got rid of that. Did not get rid of one food. Okay. Peep and 2 ox. So that is P, begin turn, and play Walrus Hunter and Rule Breaker. And Plowsow with extras. Oh, Field Watchman's so baking. Well, I'm not forcing him to run offense yet. Mercator has a choice of family growth spots. So he gets to just plow. Sure, seems good. I could consider just walrusing immediately. Bookshelf is in AG2. Oh, and bookcase. Netherlands bookcase is in AG2. The CD tab, if it's there, should have a fair bit of repeats. This is 3 stone, 4 food, a grain. Does anyone need a grain? No. I'm pretty dead if I don't walrus. But I'm also dead if someone takes this stone. So let's see, it's a Reno. If I take Walrus, I should see if I can mooch another point out of Rule Breaker. Because 2 sheep is just 1 point for 4 food. So it's a wood grab for a better Reno fence. I think I have to Reno fence on Field Watchman. That farm's looking okay. I don't have an improvement. On the other hand, I can't risk. And I have a lead on Field Watchman, I would guess. I can't risk not getting this. So I can feed with a reed, 5 food, a goat, and maybe I can't. Well, 2 sheep should clear it up, so. Let's see, so these takes are green and reno for me. Mercator finally fences. So yeah, I think my farm's just too good to not take grain here. I don't need to block Field Watchman. Was Profit in my draft? No, I think that was in your game, William. Profit. Oh, I should keep this up. And this. I used these. Grain. And then there's no chance that both Renos get taken. Yeah. So I'll just take 2-point moves instead of risking them. So I'm only letting Reno Fence slip as the 4th move because I think I have this game. Gonna have 2 Stone Baron points. Rule Breaker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like. With like minimal effort, honestly. I mean, the effort is about thinking about your farm layout, and I didn't even do that very well. I should have gone square house, but and then fields up top. Like I think the figuring out the rule breaker alignment is the worst part of it. And I mean, it should be clearly better than Lord of the Manor. Oh, Field Watchman slapdashes. And that looks like a Cloister Dweller. It's a bit weird. I guess it doesn't matter, so. That looks a little cloisterish also. Let's see, so let's add these up. 1 for boarding school, 1 for huntsman's rifle, and 5 for rule breaker. I'll check that, but I think that's right. It looks like I'm probably 55-ish. Kulala's looking good, but probably 51, 52 just by looking at, I would guess. Whoops. That's not right. Yeah, Kulala's got a great rule breaker farm. Uh, 44, 5211. Oh, yeah, I need to breed and stuff. Feed, reed, goat, and my person is an adult, sadly, so that's 4, 5F, 2H. That's like way too much food. 1, 2, 3, a 4th for goat, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. So this is 46 plus. And what did I say, 55? I think my estimation for me is good. Kulala 42, that's a bit lower than I thought. And then 46 and 43. So take it by 9. Shaping up to be a game of the week, VOD. For score's sake, yes. I mean, I could just expose Rule Breaker as a busted card. With my game of the week, that could be the play. But like, I didn't think this one was especially remarkable, but I did play it safe tactically. I did do Overachiever instead of Nur, like the most straight form of Nur. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Because I definitely want to emphasize that. Nice, William. I definitely want to emphasize that the game of the week shouldn't be necessarily a win. Yeah, I mean, there's some Illuminati stuff happening on this site, I'm sure. Uh, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow for potential game of the week candidates. No dropped frames, literally 0. That feels great. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, or on YouTube. Definitely subscribe to me there if you haven't already. I don't know exactly where my channel link is, but it should be on my Twitch page. Oh. I have that. So subscribe to me there. Follow William places. And yeah, take care, everyone.